Hi Saurabh, welcome to this channel. I would like to, thanks for spending your valuable time. I know you are busy with relocation and your job. I'm really happy that you could spend some time with me. Welcome again. Can you give a small intro about yourself, Saurabh, so that people can understand?
Yeah, first of all, thank you very much, Amodhar, for inviting me. And yeah, so my name is Saurabh, and currently I'm working in Amazon as a QA too.
Mhm,
And I have total around roughly 6 years of experience, corporate
mhm,
experience. And
mhm,
yeah, so apart from it, I'm working in a shopping cart team in Amazon, and
mhm,
the usual stuff of working,
mhm.
the automation, the testing part, and the pipelines monitoring. So
Yeah.
that kind of process bring pretty much whole day.
Okay. Okay, so we will get started like how your journey to Amazon. Like I know that you have worked for Amazon India for some time, and then you moved to Amazon Seattle. Let's come to the Seattle part later point of time. But for someone who is like let's say I'm a manual tester and I want to get into an Amazon, or I know a little bit of automation. I want to get into Amazon rules like QAE, SDET. What sort of things that I need to prepare if I want to get into these company Amazon.
So first of all, like I'm also coming from that background only, not that much coding knowledge for
Mhm,
like these companies, how to go into a good product based company or even farm companies.
mhm,
So I'm coming from that background. Okay, little bit coding is okay, and like the basic college stuff like
yeah,
Fibonacci and printing the prime numbers and
yeah,
the recursion little bit. So that was background I was carrying, not into that much. Even I have done some good trainings in my first company, Aricent. There
mhm,
I learned a lot of structures and algorithms and socket programming, but later I didn't use that much. So that was a whole like bookish knowledge, and a
okay,
little bit I did, but it was not that much worth. So after that, realizing that there is a terms called automation also in testing which exist,
mhm,
I just started just learning this coding bell. So from that the journey started. I just step by step I worked for the companies and looked for what are other options which are more good. Because
mhm,
for example, if you're on service based, you will look for the product based, or if I will be in a product based, then I will be look for the more good product base, right? So that
yeah,
kind of that kind of motivation was always there
yeah,
from me, like okay, I need to work for at least some well-known product based companies. So
mhm,
that motivation was always there, and I was preparing parallelly. So back to your question, like coding actually I started normal questions like first, like which is with the FAQs for service based companies,
mhm,
and then I later move on data structures algorithms. Honestly, I did some programming on Geeks for Geeks,
okay,
and yeah, and I took a mentorship also from Geeks for Geeks, so that really helped for me. No promotions, but yeah, I just did that for my enhancing my career, because at the time when I was joining one company, I was pretty sure that
mhm,
to get into these kind of companies, the coding will be the first round, and solving, that term, problem solving. So I was not aware of
mhm,
what problems I need to solve. I was pretty naive in that.
mhm,
So I remember like I used to ask people like what problems we solve in interview. So and what kind of data structure, what kind of algorithms. But when I went like on the portal Geeks for Geeks, I looked previous like already asked questions in Facebook, already asked question in Uber or a Direct Eye or other good
good
companies.
companies, yeah,
Then I came across, okay, there is a pattern.
mhm,
They ask like in a 45 minutes you need to finish either two questions, and this is a pattern actually they are following.
okay,
And the question are some questions are pretty much standard questions, not the inventions, right? Because you
mhm,
cannot invent some algorithms into the in front of the interviewer. So all the questions are which you will be done, which you will be doing in your lead code or somewhere else.
yeah,
So previously I created I solved these lead code easy problems.
mhm,
Then I moved from it and hard. very less I did, but yeah, hard is real hard, so I am not getting.
So if someone wants to get into SDET roles in Amazon, basically they need to be very strong with their data structures and algorithms, and yeah, we can take it like lead code. Easy and medium is must to have. Hard is
Yeah,
really hard, so we can
yeah.
if you can solve, that's good. If it's not, that's fine. You can still get into companies like Amazon, right? Apart from DS and algos, what sort of other rounds that we have in Amazon for SDET roles?
Okay. For SDET roles, see, SDET is totally into dev family role.
Hmm.
And QAE comes into Cisco family roles,
Okay.
family actually. So dev, whosoever is a SDET, they are, they hold the same bar in coding. So
Okay.
they can code like as like a developer. So they are pretty much asked to this DP and these kind of questions. They are pretty much asked, and they might go for tree graph, whatever the NSD questions. All the
Okay.
SD questions are applicable for SDET. And
Okay.
for QAs, all the normal questions. And the little bit, if you can solve in a better, time complexity and space complexity, that will be better. But it is not must that you need to showcase all the, you need to perfect, right? You should not need to be like that perfect, or if you're given the solution, that is fine, but
Okay.
they will not grill you on like what is the optimal solution, or they will not go more and deeper, not grill you. If you
For
have solved the
QA
question,
roles, right?
that's yes
We
for
can
QA
even go
rules.
for brute force approach, right?
Yeah, brute force approach, but they will definitely ask you if it is like a simple question which should have some some optimal solution, and
Yeah.
which is very normal optimal solution, then they
They
will
may ask you
they
for.
may ask. Otherwise, I mean, if you are solving an n cube, I mean that's really a worst thing. But it little bit you can take it in n log, and then yeah, it's
Okay.
good. And
Yeah.
square. Yeah,
Or O of n is fine. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
So I hear a lot of like that. There is some benchmarking round or something like that. A bar riser round. What is that? I just want to know
Okay.
more about that.
Yeah. So bar raiser rounds are, bar raiser, as we say, it's a deciding round. Maybe if they have sent bar raiser has said, okay, it looks good, then it is good. So it's a kind of bar raiser has quite experienced people in Amazon who have taken lots of interviews, like many interviews. I don't know exact number, but they are pretty much experienced of in taking interviews. So they will be mostly focusing on behavioral part and
Okay.
your
Hmm.
with technical parts, but they will not be grilling you that much. But
Hmm.
if you are SDET SDE roles, they might put you some algorithmic questions, or something related to design. They might ask you. But for QAE, if you want to go for QAE2 role, then that will be mostly behavioral part. Tell me a situation kind of stuff.
Okay. Okay. So
So
um, does Amazon really care about the automations tools, right? For example, I'm really good at Selenium or APM or Cypress or WebDriver IO. Did Amazon really check you on those skills for an SDET or a QAE roles?
honestly, these skills you will showcase once you are in. So in interview, they might not, because
Ask you.
this is a pattern. I think pretty much a pattern in all FANG companies.
Yeah.
They won't ask you Selenium, API, DV, nothing.
Yeah.
So they will be simply asking some problem solving, behavioral, and
Hmm.
little bit of this testing knowledge, which
Yeah.
they can ask in test planning.
Yeah.
So yeah, for SDET, there is a system design round where they might ask
Hmm.
design a cab booking system, or
Or
design a
parking lot.
WhatsApp
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
parking lot system. And yeah, so that's also a standard questions. Maybe this are all available in YouTube. So
Yeah. Yeah, good. So I know Amazon has pure manual testers with them, right? Called a device associate or senior device associates. So how these roles are different from QAE and SDET?
okay. So, as from my experience, I have heard and I have interacted also the
Hmm.
L3. Those are
Okay.
L3 people. And for I would like to share this thing as well. Like every fresher, which is college pass out, they
Hmm.
generally become hire on this L4.
Hmm.
Okay, but sometimes Amazon also hire a below that level.
Hmm.
That is kind of, if you, for example, no offense, but the I mean the bar is not that high.
Yeah.
like for L3. But
Mhm.
yeah, as you told, they are QATs, quality assurance technician. So they might get some work related to manual testing like Kindle, Fire TV, Amazon Alexa. So kind of manual testing work.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I haven't
and I
honestly
know their
I haven't.
base range is very very less. I have attended one of
Yeah.
their interview during my early of my career, like when I was 1.5 years to 2 years experienced. Yeah, the salary what they offered me was what I was. It is less than what I was currently drawing in my current company, so I have to reject that offer. But yeah, I want to just make sure that everyone knows about it. So Amazon has pure manual testers role, but they will not offer you more than fixed amount. Like 2 years before, I remember they offer 5.5 LPA for senior device associate. That's the maximum they can offer. Even if you draw 7 lakhs, that doesn't matter. But yeah, but QAE roles and SDET roles, they definitely offer you very good salaries, competitive salaries compared to market. And yeah, what about the the other benefits apart from the compensation that we get for Amazon? They offer stocks.
Uh,
From which level they give stocks, and how, whether you can bargain for the stocks, and how this whole thing works?
okay, so
Again,
compensation.
Saurabh, you can we can decline to answer
I
any of
understood.
my
Yeah.
question
Yeah.
if that is something that you cannot share with the outside world. So even if you did, please let me know. I'll edit the video at the later point of time. That's fine. Yeah.
Sure, not a problem. I think I can I can touch upon a little bit on the very
Hmm.
uh, outer side
Yeah.
what it looks like. So I mean the compensation wise, yeah. So these all big four companies which we know, they are all the structure is pretty much same. So they offer some base pay, then sign on bonus, and then they offer stock options, right? So base
Yeah.
pay is pretty standard. They have certain range, and honestly, if like it depends on a band. For example, you are 10 years of experience and you
Hmm.
qualified L5, right?
Hmm.
Then you will be under certain band, and your salary cannot go beyond that band. So but some people are there who will be a 10 years experience and getting the L6. Okay,
Hmm.
so that band will be high.
Hmm.
So in these companies like Apple, Facebook has E4, E3, E6, and Google has also have, I think, L4, L3, and
Yeah.
Amazon also have L3, L4. And so in these companies there are bands always. So people always try to ask for higher band. For
Yeah.
that, the bar is also high, right? So sometimes they may say, okay, you are not good fit for L6. Maybe you should get this L5. I'm offering L5. So that is
Okay.
also a quite common thing. So yeah, back to your question. This how this works. So as I told, base pay, and then your sign on, which will be a substitute for 1 year or 2 year.
Okay.
And then because till the time your stocks options will be matured, right?
Yeah.
And and they will support you your salary. But honestly, we people try to have those stocks for a long time, and we do not, we
To
just
sell
want
it.
to
Yeah.
those to grow and then sell it on the higher prices.
Yeah.
So that's the whole idea. And yeah, I think that's all in
Okay.
terms of
So
compensation. And apart from other benefits, you were
yeah.
asking, sorry to interrupt. Apart from other benefits, I think in Amazon India provides you the Sodexo. It's a pretty standard, I think, some Sodexo per month.
Coupons. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, coupons which will be per month will be given. And of course, like the good teams also, of course, like they offer good talent. You learn much from your peers, and the best thing is leadership principles,
Mhm.
which is more important we
Yeah.
follow here.
The more we speak about compensation, it's also really important how well we are learning. I know
Yeah.
a lot of people who learned very good from Amazon, and then they moved to some very big companies like Apple and all that. So the learning what we get in Amazon is pretty high. I know there are a lot of time people speak about work life balance in Amazon. What is your perspective about work life balance in Amazon?
So, okay, I don't know. Like, I have honestly, and I haven't met anybody so far. I haven't met,
Mhm,
but in my previous team, when I was there, my manager was super cool person, and I
mhm,
was also getting a perfect work-life balance. I
mhm.
was able to finish my task on time, and he never told like after 7 p.m. It is then if somebody do not push you like to stretch your limits, then you automatically push yourself.
Yeah,
If but this is the fact actually, you just want to explore something, you just want to learn something new. Okay, if somebody is not
mhm,
pressurizing you. So in my
yeah,
previous team, everything was super great, and so, manager was super cool. I was able to deliver my task on time, and apart from this, I was learning new stuff as well. So that
mhm,
was pretty. And in my current team as well, my manager is pretty much helpful. Apart from work, we also discuss like how's your life going on and everything. So
yeah.
in our one-on-one, we never discuss about the work related stuff. We just most focus on the
Professional part.
I mean, in my team, like prepare person first and then work. So but yeah, so this I really liked.
Good, good, good. So
Yeah.
we can take the, it's not like very common for everyone to have a bad work-life balance in Amazon. It's about how you balance your work and life. Yes, it's up to you. If you are good at, you know, doing things faster, you can definitely enjoy a good work life.
Yeah.
Let's come to the real interesting part, right? How you got an offer from US? You were working for Amazon India, and then suddenly you
Yeah.
moved to Amazon Seattle. How this whole thing happened? Because this might intrigue a lot of people to see how they can get into Amazon and then they can move to some UK or US Seattle. How this whole thing worked for you, Saurabh?
Okay. So Amazon is pretty much, I would say, I'm not sure, but I'm commenting on it. Amazon is the only company in India where you choose your location, your country, and take the interview, and you're free to go. So it's very much welcoming to relocate
Hmm.
the people. So, and you should not, and it's not the only thing that you need to talk to your manager and then ask from the same project. What you do is you just interview for a different team and then crack the interview, and then you're free to go. So for my case, I was working in a super cool project when I which I joined just for which I got offered. So I joined that project. It was good project. It was Salesforce automation, and then I was working in that. I was building some good tools as well. And in between, I always wanted to go out and explore, the honestly US first,
Hmm.
and I always
Yeah.
wanted to explore the different country. So US was one of my top list, and then I applied for 5 countries: London, Canada, Luxembourg, and US, and
Okay.
one more country was there. So I applied in these I thought, okay, in this sequence I will interview, but 3 interviews I given, and in which the first was done, second was done, and later I denied because already, and
Hmm.
one rejected me.
Hmm.
And yeah, so that this is how it worked. And but once I got a US opportunity, then I did not I selected this one only, so that it will
Hmm.
be good for me. And the tech stack for my team was also good. It was the whole distributed system, like shopping
Hmm.
cart, which is Amazon.com. So it is pretty much your potential customer as well, and you can see what actually you're doing and what you are testing. So that the tech stack was super good, so I chose this one.
Good, good, good. So they offer all these relocation expense and all that, right?
Everything.
So yeah,
Yeah,
good, good,
pretty much.
good.
Amazon
So
will
I
take care you like a baby.
okay. So it's all good then. One thing, like I didn't get the answer for the question. One question that I asked, what is like, do all the employees get the stock options, or it's from a certain band they will get these stock options?
I'm not sure, but from L4 onwards, like a fresher, again L3, I'm not researched much, but from L4 as a fresher,
Hmm.
SDE gets more shares, and as usual, like developers have
Okay, okay.
gets more shares,
Hmm.
and the probably the SDET will be equal to SDEs,
Hmm.
and QAEs get less shares,
Hmm.
and the yeah shares will in every engineering role people will
Yeah,
get shares. Engineering means
good.
you can include program manager, technical program manager, SDM, SDE,
Hmm.
SDETs. QAEs. So
Okay.
yeah.
So, and one more thing, like, sort of, did you studied computer science in your college days? It's
No, man, I'm not from computer
computer
science.
science.
I studied
So anyone
electronics
who
and
is watching the video not from computer science background, they may get motivated after seeing this video. Good.
yeah. So
Yeah, any YouTube or online courses that you recommend to learn DS and algos? Because you told Amazon focus more on the DS and algos, and many
yeah.
people complain about it. But I'm not a really big fan of complaining about people taking DS and algos for estates. Don't complain, guys. Amazon is hiring best engineers. They know what they are doing. Okay, please don't comment why you are asking DS and algos without asking, testing questions or automation testing question. If someone is really good at programming, uh, they can definitely pick any tools. That's not a big deal. So that's the reason Amazon choose people who are good at DS and algos, who can build scalable systems, distributed systems. Yeah, I just want to make this point very clear because I see a lot of people complaining about it. They don't ask manual testing question. They don't ask Selenium question. I prepared for that. At least they should ask 3 or 4 questions from that. So I just want to make sure I be very vocal about this. Any thoughts from your side for someone who is complaining about Amazon asking DS and algos in interviews and not
Yeah. See,
not any Selenium questions?
yeah. See, I mean, companies are there and candidates are also there, and there is no less companies. There is no less though there are no less candidates.
Yeah,
So what I want is like go with flow. If they are
yeah,
asking DSL go, then do that and then prove yourself in the interview, right?
yeah,
And if you're complaining, then don't apply for that companies. Then apply for those companies in which they don't ask, right? Then you will be good fit. But if you're dreaming, then ready to
yeah.
sacrifice
If you are
something.
dreaming to earn 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs, 3 lakhs
And
LPA, do what the
yeah,
company says, right? So yeah,
yeah,
good, good,
then lead
Saurabh.
code.
Yeah. So any final thoughts, like for someone who wants to get into Amazon, any final thoughts of yours?
uh if somebody wants to get in Amazon, I mean, apart from roles, I mean, most of the public will be the QAs, I guess. So prepare your test planning stuff and be more interactive
Mhm.
and be confident in the whole interview, and prepare behavioral and leadership principles very, very, very strongly, because some people think about that. Okay, I will leave that, but those are actually very important thing which the bar raiser will be evaluating you. So leadership principles you cannot skip. And technical stuff like coding, somebody cannot teach you in 15 days or 30 days. So you cannot. Coding is something, if you are doing from past 6 months or 3 months, then you can crack it. But take that time. If you're preparing for Amazon, at least take 3 months, in which 2 months you will be finishing all the coding, because in 15 days or 7 days you can't. So behavioral and test planning, yes, of course, 7 days you can prepare like anything. You will be so much confident and do mock interviews with somebody. So that will be so. At least for coding, most of the candidate get rejected in that or score low in a coding
Okay.
round. So
So I know there are a lot of ways to apply for Amazon. What are the best ways you suggest to apply for Amazon role?
you can yeah, definitely reach out to me. I can refer. And also there is a for application in any company, not specific to Amazon. If you want to apply big tech companies, then probably search the person on LinkedIn. 10 to 20 people you send a request, and then somebody will accept and ask for referral. So
So can you refer me for US Seattle?
hey man, like anytime I can refer you.
No, I was just kidding. Yeah, there are. I still have age. I'll come back to these companies. There is a specific reason why I not applied for these companies. I want to learn more before getting into any of these big four. Right? Good. Any final YouTube courses or online courses that you highly recommend for someone to clear this DS algos or any top Fang now Mang companies? So any YouTube or
Okay.
Udemy courses that you recommend?
Okay. I For basics, I'm not sure. For basics, there is no structured. But if you have like intermediate skills, then I have 3 to 4 channels which I follow. And
Mhm.
pretty much after waking up, I watch. I mean, 2 to 3 programming questions whenever I wake up. I watch 2 to 3 questions every day so that I don't, I don't forget the algorithms. Because
Okay.
sometimes what happens is you start, it's not kind of mugging up, but sometimes you just want those algorithms to be fresh in your mind.
Yeah.
So this guy is there. I will, one channel is there, Tech Dose,
Mm-hmm.
which is very good. Tech Dose करके one channel.
Yeah.
And second is Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin was also in Amazon, but he left for Google now, so he's software engineer there.
Mm-hmm.
And the Kevin Junior. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
will give that
Yeah, you can
those
share me the
links to
links. I
look.
will leave it in the description of this particular video.
Those are very much pretty much helpful, because what the guys do is they solve every lead code problem. Let it be easy, let it be, medium, but they solve in such a way, in a very fast way, so
Mm-hmm.
that if you're feeling low, then you will also become like a confident person, motivate, like, okay, if this person is solving, let's solve, I should also solve. So
Yeah.
that kind of confidence, these guys helped me to build that kind of confidence. I can also solve. And
Mm-hmm.
later I created the all the folders. And how structured way I did was, I went on Eclipse, I created folders like array, heaps, and trees. I created folders, and then easy,
Yes.
medium, and hard. And then inside
Just
that I
try to
just
solve all the problems. Yeah.
solve all the questions. So that was very helpful. And one more suggestion is, don't use IDEs while programming. Use white paper,
Yeah.
so that or lead code, because lead code does not have some suggestions. So it will be very super easy. You will be writing a code like without any error. You will be writing a clean code, and that's actually interviewers see how fast you are writing. So if you are writing very fast, that sounds like, okay, you have done a good competitive programming. So that's a plus point, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's all from my side, Saurabh. I have asked a lot of questions, and thanks for asking them very patiently. I'll also leave your LinkedIn link in the description, so that if people approach you for referrals, you can also refer them. And
Yeah.
again, thanks a lot for spending your valuable time today with me. Thank you
Mhm.
again.
Thanks, Amuthan. Thanks for the time. Yeah, have a nice day. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.